Hey, good morning. It's the beginning of day 16. It was a super cold night. I managed to put on every ounce of clothing I owned, and still was a bit cold. But it's sunny now, and it's still bloody cold. It feels like it's 40, but it was below freezing overnight. But I'm happy to get underway and make some miles. Talk to you soon. Whew. I've got a 16 or 17 mile water carry, but I've got 3 liters, so that should make it. And that's to a place called the Solar Well. There's a few other places that are possible that are just down at their last drops, but I'm not counting on it. That's why I headed backwards to that campground to fill up with water. Well, I've been at it for an hour and a half, and I realized I still have over 15 miles to water. So, yeah, it was an even longer carry than I first imagined. And while the trail was quite cruisy at the beginning, I've entered into a jungle, which is like down near, similar to when I was down at the river. And you go slow here, and you get lost a lot when you're me. And I met a hiker. I came up upon Jimmy from Belgium, who I met at Doc Campbell's, and he was looking for water. I had to unfortunately tell him there was some small pools just behind him, but there was no water ahead for 15 plus miles till we get to the Solar Well, and he only had a very small amount of water, so he wisely turned around. So he's heading back, and I'll probably wait for him at lunchtime to see if he catches up, because if he doesn't have water, he's going to be in some trouble, and maybe I could share some of what I got. Still relatively early, I think around 9:30, maybe 10, and it's not particularly hot out here. It's just the sun is so dang strong. I don't know what our elevation is, but last time I was on the top of these mountains, I was at like 8,300, so it's probably something like that. I keep looking over my shoulder for Jimmy to see if he's coming up behind me and if he could yell if he has water or not, because that impacts how aggressively I'll push forward. He only had half a liter, and it's like 16 miles to water. Isn't this beautiful country here? Look at this. These grasslands. No cows. And my current working theory is because there's no water, then it's too hard to graze the cattle out here. Finally, some sign of life. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see like 8 cattle there, and some calves as well. 2 calves in the picture, and the rest of them are older, I guess. Yeah. God forgive me, but first thing I thought about is a big steak dinner with some beer. Well, I'm happy and feel a little sad because I met up with hiker Jimmy from Belgium, and I told him to go back 0.2 of a mile to get water because he only had half a liter, but that was still 6 or 8 miles ago, so it was still the right thing to do, I think, but neither he nor I were cognizant of this, which is great. Time for a break. Well, these are my glasses, and they're in two pieces. Not good at all. I tried to let us see if I could put them back in place, but they both fall off. So I do have some tape. I don't know if that's going to work, but tonight at the my tent, I guess, or the next water cache, maybe it's at the bottom of my backpack, but I have some tape in there. Damn. Anything seems strange? There's half a glass, half of my glasses. Damn. So, I think tonight at the tent site, I've got tape and I've actually got super glue. Maybe that will do something. And one sort of holds, it kind of flops around and falls off, which could lead to further breakage. And man, what a drag. Oh shit. Oh boy, oh boy. This is my new look without any glasses. Because just having half the pair of glasses on my head, they just kept falling off and undoubtedly getting some damage every time they hit the ground. So I'll have to I semi-blind. I can actually see pretty good, but nowhere enough to pass a driving test. And tonight I'll attempt repairs and see what's possible. I was blessed to have cell signal there, so I called my wife and her volunteer job at the dog shelter, and she didn't want to leave. She had to go home and look for another pair of glasses. She said she'd do it tonight. Dang. But she's sending me a resupply to Pie Town, so at the end of the day, if she finds something, and I'm not sure there is, but if she finds something, she can throw them in the resupply box going to Pie Town. That's all I can hope for. Every single cow is staring at me, but I'm trying to steer clear of the majority of them. And I don't know if there's any bulls here who would be edgy towards anybody, but I can't quite see without my glasses. I can't quite see whether they're irritated and potentially going to be aggressive to me, so I'm trying to walk around them as much as possible, and it's not entirely working. The bastards running right in front of me. Holy cow. Wrong way, guys. Please. Okay. I'll react to that and go to the left. Well, let's hope I make it and that there's poop-free water that I can access. Well, the big rusty steel vat is empty. In the blue container, it's down like 5 or 6 feet. Yeah, if you want to fall into it, never get out, there's some water. And here's my other alternative, which you can't quite see. It looks hellacious. Yeah. Oh well, I can get this. It's 4:15. I got water, 2 liters, and then headed out. I noticed a little over 4 miles ahead, it's labeled stream, but commenters say there's no such stream, but there is a cattle trough, so it looks like I will look for that as a source of water and pitch my tent near there and for the night. So if I can get there by 6 or 6:30, it'd be good. I think I can. It's a little bit uphill, but it's all doable. Hey, good evening. It's the end of day 16. I hiked 22.6 miles today, which was good. There's my tent set up. My food is, I added boiling water. I'm just letting it steep for another 5 or 10 minutes. The downsides of today's is my right foot. I'm going to have to try and inspect it. I think it has a wicked blister. It's like really, really sore. And then, of course, these glasses. So tonight I'm going to see what I can do to tape and miracle glue them together. This is not exactly a perfect workbench out here, so we'll see what we can get done. It's you know, I can mostly see, but I don't see details. Like I came across 2 deer. I didn't see them till I was practically upon them, and then they ran away. When I approached the cattle trough to get water, I couldn't see if there was a chicken wire fence or barbed wire fence. And so, yeah, I'm missing out on the fine details and the joy that goes with that. So hopefully I'll get them back in some working semblance tonight. We'll see. Talk to you soon. Well, it doesn't look pretty. The miracle, the super glue wouldn't work at all. So the tape is merely kind of holding both sides loosely together, and I have to kind of move them around so I get the right focus. But they're on, so maybe I'll keep the tape in my pocket, presuming it doesn't last. And it's hard to imagine how it will, but oh well, at least I got something.